What's going on? It's another chapter, it's another week, and I got my boy, he's on the way. So we just got to wait until he gets here, and then we're going to start the stream. So please hang tight. It might be about 15, 20 minutes. We'll get this thing rolling very soon. Let's get it, Hunter Nation. time, guys. He's not here yet. Waiting for our special guest to arrive. And I also want to see what the hell's going on with my webcam. I don't know why it's getting all fuzzy today. Hopefully when we sit down together and we can get this quality better. We shall see. We shall see. Song. And as soon as he gets here, we'll get grouped up and we will do the reaction as soon as he's here. So please hang tight. Maybe another 10-15 minutes. I don't know. And we'll get right into it. Okay.
How fortunate that you're still alive. see all. How fortunate that you're still alive.
Look who it is.
Back from the grave.
Back from the grave. Oh my god. Before I just want to make sure everything's looking good. This is the official release, so we're having the real translation today. Make sure the camera looks good. Alright, we're on screen. Oh, that's tough. We're on camera. Music. Good. like a 30-second delay. Give us one moment. Just making sure. All right, we're live, people. Let's do this. We're back. We're back on the boat. We had the big reveal about Beyond's plot with his own children. That's why he's with Kakin, and he basically, it looks like he and Nasubi could be at war with each other behind the scenes. We don't know. So his children are involved, and we're with Karapika. And now we're going back to the reason why he and Tubepa got aligned. Why did Karapika and the Fifth Prince make an alliance?
I'm waiting for this. Here we go.
So here we go. 402, it's called Letter by Togashi. Again, day 10. So as I mentioned, we're back in time. We're closer to when the war started. And this explains a lot of what happened. Here we go. Third Prince Zhangli. If you, Fifth Prince Tubepa, and 14th Prince Wobel are the last three remaining, the 5th and 14th princes will renounce the support, their throne. Who said that?
Wait, what? Yeah, who's talking?
Who the hell said that? And Zhang Li says, I see, Prince Wobel perhaps, but I didn't expect Prince Tubepa to agree. And they agreed to put it in writing? Yes. In return, Prince Wobel, well, not Prince Wobel, let's be honest, it's Oito and Karapika. The Prince Wobel, she can't say anything, is asking that Sakata and Hashito extend their support indefinitely. We shift to 105. Tubepa. So Karapika entered into the truce and agreed to our alliance. Yes. On the condition that both the queen and the prince accompany him when he comes here to room 1005. The third prince's guards also demand to attend in the interest of information sharing. So we got a little pact here.
Yeah. Like a little deal.
Yeah. So we got three princes kind of working in alignment. My goat. Woo, my goat.
Here we go.
I've been waiting years for this man to get involved. Yes. All right. So Tubepa says, they're more than welcome. I wouldn't even mind if Prince Wobel came to live here. And that man's sniffing. He's
Here
like,
we go.
they're colluding with Prince Wobel, or rather Karapika, Rihan says with his hands behind his back. Zhang Li, we're back with Zhang Li. Your reward, your second, I believe. Once you reach a certain number, you shall be rewarded even further. Here comes the coin. Yes, sir, my humble pleasure. Zhang Li looks down. If, I see some darkness. If you carry it with you at all times, it will surely bring you good fortune. And then we have kind of a thought bubble.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, a semi-surrender is a step forward. Though I have my doubts whether a renunciation would even be valid in the succession. Basically, what he's saying is, in the succession war, can you have like a forfeit? Can you just say, okay, I'm going to let the other prince win? Will the ceremony allow that? Because remember, the ceremony says who will be the victor. Who will
not really.
right? So it's like, could you just say, hey, I like this guy and I want him to be, the king, and I give up? Well, will the ceremony just kill you at that point? Like, we don't know. So Zhang Li continues, but this coin, I thought something would happen after 10 days, but it seems it has no effect if I'm the one holding on to it. Again, like Halkenberg, Zhang Li's power likely requires his followers to do something with it. He can't just use the coin himself. Tubepa now. I'm getting, here we go. Fourth Prince Cyreinic didn't come to the banquet after all. Remember, we're back in time.
Yep.
So collaborating with me isn't important to him. Now that First Prince Benjamin's guards are coming after me, I can't be choosy. Nothing would be better than this pact turning Benjamin's focus upon Tubemba with the plays, man.
Wow.
At the next class, as much as you can, impress upon the First Prince's guards how close we are to Prince Zhonglei. You see how alliances can backfire?
I was just gonna say.
You see?
I feel like all these packs, I just hear them. They're just honestly, everyone's just looking.
Of course.
But they're making their packs to kind of scheme to make sure other people are not for them, and then
Right.
It's just it's a whole chess game.
Right. Look at like Zhang Li, he needs his followers with the coin to do things. So maybe he can use the alliance to further that power.
Yeah.
Tubemba, the same way, says if I show Benjamin this kind of allegiance, it's going to expose Zhang Li to him and their focus. Now here we go. Rihan! Exclamation point.
Here we go.
Here comes the Nen Beast. Tubemba's Nen Beast finally in action. Ribbit. It's a frog-like construct with wheels. It's very strange.
Oh, that looks interesting.
Remember?
I
seeing
thought
it?
that was I thought that was like a lizard.
It's more
of a frog.
it's a frog kind of reptile.
Okay.
Now what we think happens? No, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Rihan killed Saleh's Nen Beast. Remember? So he's watching. So now we get the epic Rihan panel. Here we go. He goes, Tubemba's Nen Beast appeared right after the signing of the peace treaty. It could be a coincidence, but if this timing has any meaning, it could be conditional. Ooh. Look at how smart this man. This dude, guys. I've linked Rihan to the Welfin of this arc. Do you remember Welfin?
Yeah.
So this is a side character with very heavy plot relevance. And he's clearly written as very intelligent and he adapts to the situation. That's why Benjamin has him here. So he's still the only character that can literally destroy a Nen Beast.
Crazy. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, there's no other character.
There's no other character that can just kill a Nen Beast. So he's already making a plan. Now, Balsamico, remember him? He's Benjamin's main guard. He's the number one guy. Now, there he is, boot. He has something under his boot.
Gadget in his boot.
It looks like a thumb drive or a listening device.
Yeah.
He stomps on it. Wait, is it his Nen ability? Well, wait a minute. Is this his Nen ability? Hold on a minute. So yeah, something comes out of his boot. It's like he grips it. It looks like he smashes it, or it's a little unclear, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then he brings out a device.
So I wonder if he put the.
Yeah. So he brings out this thing with syringes. Our military created numerous weapons of mass destruction. The Rose Bomb. No, stop.
Yo.
Our military created numerous weapons of mass destruction. This one was considered a failure when flaws were found during its development.
Oh my.
No. But it's the perfect silent killer. Under the right circumstances, the initial symptoms resemble the stomach flu, and the timing and vectors of infection can be easily obscured. Blacklist, bro. It's
yeah. You do it, yo. Yo, he's been watching. Yeah, he's been watching. We all know.
My name's Red Reddington. Dude, Red Reddington would be so goated in this arc. Can you imagine that?
Oh, yes.
We can use existing infection prevention protocols to limit, collateral damage to us. So wait a minute. Okay, so I'm going to get ahead of myself. Morena has an ability called Contagion. That's very dangerous and very powerful. What if Contagion was created? What if it's like an infected Nen? Now we could get like infection Nen.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But oh my God! But this sounds like a militarized infection, which in the real world it actually exists, guys. Like you can weaponize illness. The surface proteins. Oh my God, he's going into science. Oh, dude. To Beppa science, he's going into Togashi, bro. The surface proteins are fragile and unstable, denaturing in less than 30 seconds in the air. Which means but once in the human body, the pathogens proliferate rapidly, leading to death in 12 hours from organ failure. It even hastens decay and is subsequently outcompeted by putrefactive bacteria, leaving no trace in an autopsy. It can't be traced upon for the reason of death.
So it's an airborne disease.
Oh my God.
Similar to COVID. However, this one's awesome.
Way more dangerous.
You can't even.
It kills you in 12 hours.
Yeah, and you can't even detect it. Which obviously COVID.
Dude, this is a blacklist virus. This is a and then here's an example. In a room without circulating air, anyone who breathes it in at the epicenter will have a 100% infection and death rate.
Oh my God. 100%. Yo, we're talking 100%?
Remember, guys, what was the most dangerous weapon in this entire story ever? The rose bomb. Science. Science is the most destructive and dangerous part of the world. It's not. It is biology and science.
I love.
Nen is powerful, but look at this.
I love how Togashi this definitely again his writing yet again. I have to say it again. His writing resembles actually real life because there's real life today.
It's a military.
Yeah, people can really use diseases as weapons, right? Science as weapons,
But it also means, why not take advantage of all the destruction you possibly can? It's great to know Nen, right. But we know this too, and we've militarized it, we've weaponized it. Oh my God. So it multiplies quickly, so we'd be limiting its use due to the high risk of spontaneous mutations. But in this case, it necessitates deployment. Wait a minute, 10 days in. Wait a minute. I'm just putting myself in the announcement. The flute. Is this? I got to review it. For your post Melody's flute performance. I totally forget.
That's free.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He's right now in this situation, we have to use it. So he does this. He does this. He's putting it in his boot. There's something in his hand. I will use this
to delete the knife. Oh my!
I called it. He's in the court. He's alone. And they're gonna.
Wow.
Balsamico with a pact. It's him. It's attached to him. Yep. He's going to do this. Okay. Oh my! Here. Oh yes, my man. All right. 10:04, our favorite room. How many seconds? It's 9.67 seconds.
Oh my!
What? Finally, less than 10. This will take a while. Try again in 10 seconds. Finally, and while multitasking. It took me a whole year to get to that point. And
oh my. Yo, I'm sorry I had to take off my glasses. Even though I can't see, this is crazy.
You might be better off not seeing. You might be better off not knowing that this freak exists in the world.
Gosh.
And he's literally training Zetsu on a treadmill. He's timing it.
That is crazy.
And then this is the other guard with Theta, and I always forget his name. He's the other Sakata. No, he's the other guard, and she and him take shifts, watching him. And he says, "I thought the 10-second barrier was challenging to overcome. What took 6 months for me takes a single day.
Oh my gosh.
He says, you're doing great. Your speed is remarkable.
Wait.
Considering his temperament, this monster would use Nen or politics only for his own self-interest. Theta is right. Something has to be done, but according to her, Seri, and dude, Togashi abbreviated his name. Yes! Seri! Seri activated some kind of ability during Zetsu. Even among specialists, he's breaking all the rules. Zetsu must be the trigger for the Nen Beast to activate all it stores aura.
Yes! What?
He has a Nen Beast that passively gathers aura, and then when he activates Zetsu, it uses that aura to give him the time jump, which means that all he needs is a little time. But how much can it store? If it can store like 10 years of aura, he's invincible.
Right.
He'll never tire. He'll never have to worry about like.
Is there like a condition though? There's no
Zetsu.
condition?
Zetsu's the condition.
Okay.
And Zetsu leaves you completely defenseless. Remember.
Oh yes.
But he instantaneously predicts his future and changes it for the next 10 seconds, which means unless you've planned ahead of that, he will never be killed, never be assassinated, never be countered, because he will just see what you do and then rewrite the rules of the future. And then Cyrenic says, but I can't, no, the guard says, but I can't eliminate the possibility that Theta was manipulated by the Guardian Beast when she was attacked and isn't a reliable source. I trust Theta. I trust Theta.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Prince's Nen Beast yet, after all, because you're not a woman. Bro, we know that the Nen Beast hates women. That's the whole point of it. It's those two girls, and Cyrenic kills women as a hobby. It's horrendous. But the Nen Beast takes on those qualities because a lying woman is the thing Cyrenic hates most in the entire world, which is a very bad.
Wow.
And then he says, Your Highness, regarding the hunter called Melody, I can't do much until I have more information. The Justice Department suspects her involvement, meaning she's still detained. Also, Prince Benjamin must have the same idea, as his soldiers haven't left the area. Cyrenic says, just don't let Big Bird Brain get to her first. Keep asking to see her. Find out what she's thinking and win her over. His Zetsu, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? His Zetsu is
uninterrupted while running?
Gaming. These guys playing Angry Birds.
Bro, come on, man.
This dude's pulling on Dokkan Battle.
Probably losing in Marvel Snap.
Marvel Snap, yeah, dude's playing Marvel Snap.
Losing the bots.
His Zetsu, we can read the future. His Zetsu is uninterrupted while running, gaming, and carrying on a conversation. You need to train for years to do that kind of thing. Hell, I can't do that. Stop. Don't think about it. I'm going to lose faith in myself just from hanging around this guy. Hats off to you, Theta. His literal presence and speed of progress is literally making these guards just go like, what's the point of even the point? Yep. And look what he's looking at. Are you ready for this? We're back with Melody and Kacho's ghost, the Nen Beast. Yes. Okay. I've been.
Oh my god,
dude. She's completely translucent. She can go through any wall. She has no boundary. All right, Kacho's ghost. We'll just call it Kacho. We're just gonna call it Kacho. Kacho says, I saw this when she was changing. It's like a bug bite. She didn't have this before our escape. Ugetsu? It looks like it could be an injection site too. Okay, that's not possible. We went back to our room and they brought us here right after that. We're on day 11. And Melody says, I know. It most likely it's most likely a mark made by Nen. I love this. Dude, Kacho's Nen Beast right now is like one of my favorite characters in the arc. Look at this thing. It can just like
It's so cool. Though.
yeah. Mark, some Nen powers involve a multi-step process, says Melody. Well, a lot of them do. Prince Fugetsu, ask Frollo. yeah. Prince Fugetsu probably fell into a trap and got marked. Didn't she say something weird yesterday? Yeah, this was. I can use magic worm many times in one day now. Like she's just possessed.
Yeah.
And Kacho says, so you're saying an enemy ability is the reason why she thinks she can use it more than once a day. Melody says, get her to use her ability. There should be 2 doors. One is a trap. Show it to her and persuade her not to use it anymore. Kacho says, persuade? Once she knows it's not hers, she'd stop. Melody says, I hope so. She's showing signs that she might be addicted because more power makes more addiction. Yeah. And then, Kacho says, you mean she was injected with some sort of drug? Is this the first prince? Is this the weapon they talked about from Benjamin's camp? But wait a minute. But why would that make you want to use Nen? That's terrible. Melody says, I can't think of any other reason for such a drastic change over a short time. Melody says, at first I thought one of the princes who came to see me was using her to negotiate, but that wasn't the case. If she keeps using the enemy's ability, she'll keep getting weaker. Yeah, because it drains you of Nen.
Yeah.
This must be an ability that indiscriminately attacks whoever gets trapped. It is loserous. Brian's loserous. What should I do? Find out who's doing this and get them to stop. But it'll be difficult to find them without any clues. Someone does come to mind, though. Remember what his Nen Beast does. It makes a trap, something you desire. So if you desire more power, it'll make you want more power. Look at this guy.
Oh, wow.
This dude's on the whoosh. This man's making a whole, cloud in his ceiling. 7th Prince Loserus. Yeah? He manages the Char Mafia, we know the Char, and deals drugs to raise funds. I see. I bet it's his guardian spirit beast. Even if that were true, he's not consciously making the attack. So it would be impossible. Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm. So sure.
What if he knows Nen?
Exactly.
He's a mafia leader. It's not out of the question.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I mean, Zhang Li doesn't seem to know Nen, but if someone's Nen Beast is about a trap, they're a very deceitful person. And Kacho says, so the only way to stop it is to defeat the prince or the Nen Beast itself. We have to take action right away. I know how you feel, but we can't rush in blindly.
Right.
We need a surefire plan. And then Kacho says, I have just the plan. Getty had been testing what she can do with her ability. I don't know if there's a barrier around the ship itself. Remember, guys, we know there is a force field of some kind because it literally stopped them from leaving the war. So the ship the Succession War has like an AoE. Like you can't leave its radius or else it'll kill you. But the door didn't open when she imagined a place off the ship. But it did connect to the room where the lifeboats are kept, and she got inside the lead one. So we can go there again at any time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of the doors they can use. So I guess it does. It opens destinations. So it's not so. Just learning about this Nen beast. Remember the tunnel. So Fugetsu can warp, and Kacho has to open it. So Fugetsu's ability, allegedly, from what I can see, it actually creates doors, plural. Like if you go to a place, you can use the ability to go back there at any time. So it actually leaves like waypoints, which is very powerful in this arc. Like having different doors to go to is really good. So we can go there again anytime.
Here we go.
But there are things we haven't been able to test yet. And that's whether other people besides you can go inside. Who can use the tunnel? Who can access these waypoints? On the way out, the door closes when Getty goes in. And on the way back, it closes the moment I get inside the tunnel. So I'm pretty sure other people can go in before us because they close it. I want to try this out with you, Melody. We made a butler play with us when we were kids. Okay, so, and again, so when they were kids, the two of them would make a butler play, and it's a reference to like, having a third person, like you're playing a game with the kids. Melody's like, you want to test that on me? I mean,
you're like, what?
Yeah. Gotcha. Melody says, you'll need more people for your plan. Someone who can carry Prince Luzerus to a lifeboat while he's knocked out with my flute.
Wait, what?
Ideally, we would have Prince Luzerus agree to an escape plan and get on a lifeboat voluntarily, but I don't think he's that stupid, says Kacho. Yeah. Your ability would make sure it happens. Even better would be if we could poison or strangle him on the spot. See, we love Kacho and Fugetsu. We think they're great characters. They're going to kill when they have to. They don't care. You got to take lives, man. It's you or them. The name of the lawyer, the guy with them. I'm sorry, I don't remember it, but you all know. He says no. It would be much better to make it look like an accident. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you need smarts. You need a lawyer. You need an analyst because you got to think about, first of all, the Kakin army is watching. They're going to investigate the crime scene. The court could arrest your ass and put you into, basically kill you. I mean, they could put you in the death row. If you do something outside of the rule book, you could be imprisoned. I'll be the mule. Have it done while you're getting questioned to establish your alibi. Prince Luzerus' guards would claim to be deceived by your music, but that's not a problem. There will be traces of drugs in their...
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Look at to the lengths that they go, man. So we can say they're lying for their hallucination. The prince overdosed spontaneously, tried to escape, and had a heart attack. Sounds plausible.
Wow.
I love it, man. This is what I live for. Like, look at how these characters are playing scenarios. They're using this war to their advantage.
Tactic. These are different tactics.
And that's because Togashi knows the story so well, and he's crafted all these rules and how to use them. That's why he's the GOAT, man.
Oh my goodness.
And then Melody says, well, and Fugetsu says, sounds like a plan, but there's one major problem. Where will you connect the door? And by the way, before I'm going to break there. I just want to check the stream. So apologies, just give me a second. We're still connected. We're still live.
Still
Okay,
live.
good. Okay, good. Yep, we're still connected. Where will you connect the door? They pause. Wait, do we have sound? I want to make sure. I just want to make sure. I always like to make sure that we have like everything going.
God.
All right, they pause. Prince Luzurus's bedroom. Fugetsu will need to go there first, right? Yes. I don't get it. Can you explain, says the analyst. Fugetsu needs to have actually been to a place to use her door to go there again. It's literally Nightcrawler. It's a guys, this is an homage to Nightcrawler. He has to have been to a place to teleport there.
That makes sense.
I love it, man.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then the analyst says, all right, I can take care of that. Come up with a reason why Prince Fugetsu, has to personally meet with each prince. Make it up. Make up a reason. We'd accompany her so there's no danger of assassination. Each prince, not just Luzurus? It would be best to maximize the places she can go, correct? It'll cover our tracks and come in useful later.
Ooh.
You got to add complexity so that they can't just track it to one answer. You got to add components. And Kacho says, yeah, that'd be convenient. Okay, how does this sound? He says, not bad. Everyone would be interested in a letter containing Prince Kacho's last message. And as long as we guarantee their safety, it's likely they'll accept. But wait a minute. They're going to admit that she died. Wait a minute. This is a big deal because they were hiding the truth the whole time. For security reasons, showing up at their quarters unannounced isn't unnatural. Kacho's ghost says, I'm not sure they'd let a lower ranked prince inside and accept it personally. I'm sure Prince Luzurus has a lot of stuff he'd rather not show you. My dude has every drug on planet Earth. And the analyst says that will depend on my negotiating skills. Worst case, I could force an excuse to search his quarters, warn Prince Fugetsu. So I told you how I feel already, right? Melody says, yes, I'm well aware. Let me just make sure. There's no turning back after this. Are you sure you want to risk everything? He says, of course. I'm not just doing this out of my feelings for you. It's because I think it would be best for Prince Fugetsu to take the throne and change the whole system. Having Prince Kacho by her side would protect her from her mother's.
Wow.
By the way, this is a real take here because think about it. If you had a prince who is completely autonomous, a dictator, no checks and balance, they can do whatever they want. But if you got Fugetsu in, you got Kacho's spirit and end beast helping guide the decisions, someone they can talk to, and someone moreover they trust. And so, if you're talking about a character that trusts and has that belief in, other people, that's who you want to be elected.
I like
Makes
who you want to be.
And we know the queens have politics. And that's why they're saying protect her from her mother's meddling. Melody says, if I can't figure out his true intent, I'll have to assume he's on the enemy's side.
Oh, that's
No heartbeat change, but she's taking precautions. I didn't join the Justice department to blindly uphold the law. It's to get the world closer to my ideal, gentler world. At least he or the one who's manipulating him still considers us useful.
Due to the heartbeat.
Watch it be Camilla manipulating him with the Nen Beast. I'd be out of my mind. Because Camilla's Beast can manipulate people.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't take it. Considers us useful. I have to maintain this relationship for now, says Melody, in order to protect Prince Fugetsu. And the legal analyst says, I can do the dirty work to make that happen, even if I lose the right to join that gentler world. This legal analyst is claiming to want to sacrifice himself for the betterment of this mission. Melody's not sure, and in this war, you can't be sure of anything. We don't know. Now, we see the hallway, we see Kakin military, and, okay, so, Fugetsu, by the way, not looking as sick as before. We got him, the analyst. Oh, she's bugging out a little, but oh my! They're walking down the hall. They go, Chief, and he goes, we'd like an audience with the first prince. So, dude, that's the first prince's quarters. You got to go through a checkpoint. You got all these guys with guns. They go, may I ask why? And he says, we'd like to personally hand him a letter from Prince Cacho. Prince Cacho has passed away. They just said it. But she wrote letters to all the princes while she was alive. She left instructions to personally hand the letters to each prince. Are the letters cursed? We can guarantee that there's no danger of explosives or toxins. We would like permission for Prince Fugetsu to hand the letter to the first prince under our supervision. And this is what Kovan Toba, one of the guards for Ben, he says, I can take it to him. And the analyst says it could be an official proclamation about the succession. Defying a dead prince's wishes could lead to disqualification. Please contact the prince. Benjamin says, let them through. There's one point of concern. What? My God, she's on her last legs. No. Thanks so much for your audience, says Fugetsu, and she's wobbly, and the ghosts are around her. And she says, may I step over there holding the letter? Benjamin's like, of course.
Yeah, come on. Come on down.
Do you think this thing's contagious? I'm going down the page. Ben's Nen Beast! Oh, fuck. His Nen Beast. Ben has activated his Nen Beast. She's walking towards him, and it screeches. It screeches. The Nen Beast screeches. All right. And wait a minute. Is it telling Ben what happened? Oh, my.
Yo. No way.
I knew it was an intel beast. I knew it could do something with its mouth. It can actually tell you what someone did.
Wow.
They fled their low-level evil spirits that plague someone in a weakened state. They're not 11th Prince Fugetsu's guardian spirit beast or a scheme. She's despondent after her sister's death. She won't last 10 days. His beast can say this stuff?
Oh my gosh.
Is that the beast talking, right?
I think it's the beast talking to him, to his head. Obviously, this is not out loud, right? But this is
dude, this is nuts. That a Nen Beast can tell you what happened to someone. That is busted. And Ben says, I accept, shall I open it now? And they say, by all means. I will act as witness if there is any information pertaining to the succession. Ben says, an ordinary letter noting nothing political or worth showing you. Wait a minute. We've learned from Ahsoka that you can pretend. Yeah. Like how you read to something. You still can't find Muse, says Ben. Remember, we're going way back here. Muse was killed by Camilla, and Camilla said, he's on the run, tried to kill me. Where is he? Now Ben's asking, you still can't find Muse? Ben knows he's dead. Ben knows he's dead because he has his power.
Wow.
Secret window. And they say, no. Considering the timing when you closed off the passageway, we focused our search on Tier 1, but haven't found him. We could invoke our authority to conduct a search of all Prince's quarters. Ben says there would be no point. You know there's currently a dispute in court over which has priority, royal privilege or military
authority.
This doesn't qualify as a national threat to begin with, which is the prerequisite to declaring martial law. Our friend says, true. And he says, I'm glad he falls for leading questions. Authority has many levels, and the point of contention in court here is about military crises in which someone in the military is the victim. This case does indeed apply, but Benjamin instead brought up martial law, which indicates a higher level crisis of national survival. It's clear he's waiting for an opportunity to, of course, dude, in any country where the government is like this and like martial law, I have the ability to throw out all military force I need to, like, screw you people. So he's like, Ben's going to wait for that moment to just say, all my guards can start killing people. I don't care. Martial law. He's probably racking his brain while pretending to remain calm over the contents of the letter. He hasn't even noticed he misspoke. Wait, Tyson. I was right to do this while Balsamico was away. Seeing how the other princes react will be very educational. So, but wait a minute. Balsamico's on his mission. At Halkenberg, he's away, but he has the poison. Now we're here with Benjamin. Balsamico isn't there. Okay. And now we have Tyson with Fugetsu getting a letter to Beck. Freaking Tyson getting a letter. The book of Tyson getting the letter. 10:07, Lucerus. Well, I'm thankful that you declare my quarters to be clean in exchange for this. Thank you for your cooperation. A major part of our duties is to ensure smooth negotiations between princes involved in succession. Look at this guy. Sorry about your sister, says Lucerus. And she says, thank you for your kind words. But my man Basho, there he is. Lucerus reads the letter. Wow, what a parting shot. Fugetsu, did Sis ever tell you anything about the letters? Or if all the letters are the same? Fugetsu says, no, she never had a chance to tell me. I guess she didn't want to get you involved. It has nothing to do with the succession. But Mr. Bigwig should take a look at this. Mr. Bigwig. Allow me. I told Prince Gacho what to write, of course. All right, we're back in room 10 with or room, 11, I guess, because Fugetsu. Let's shake up the princes while we're at it. How? Our independent investigations have gathered inside information on other princes. By the way, this is the chapter that a lot of people are going to have to struggle with because of all the text.
Yeah.
But the legal guy says, the purpose of which is to maintain and defend our neutrality, a deterrent yes, in politics, you try to find deterrent defensive play. So, you could act, but if you do, this will happen. So it's a deterrent. They might as well be literal bombshells. Let's use them here to our advantage. Melody says, I see, but how would Cacho know any of that? And our friend says, they'd be desperate to discover the source of the leak. I'll be there to deflect questions that dig too deep into Prince Cacho. Right, remember, folks, they said Cacho died, but we know the truth about how and why and what. This beast is still here. This beast now cannot show her face anywhere. Cannot, be seen. It'll just throw everything off. I don't intend for her to return to Tier 1, where it's dangerous until the succession is over. All right. The lawyer is now with Luzerus. I didn't expect Luzerus to hand me the letter. He may be more careful and skeptical than I thought. Whistleblowing on Prince Seridnik? These are all merely rumors. Basically, we're ramping up Luzerus as a threat.
Yeah.
And he's always been a threat. I mean, people he's rapping with Basho. The guy is in play with the mob. He's a savvy guy. His Nen Beast is all about deceit and traps. We know that he's very intelligent. Luzerus says, it says Prince Seridnik is the one I wouldn't want on the throne. In the letter, it could be a defamation campaign as a ploy to get you guys to dig up the real dirt. Believe me, there'll be plenty to find. Not like I can talk. And then we have Luzerus with a text here. Something's weird. Her last message wasn't to ask to protect her sister, but is instead filled with bombshells about the other princes. The older sister was pretty smart. Each letter has got to be different. Get the snakes to duke it out while she milks the tears on Benjamin to secure the tears on Benjamin, to secure her sister's protection. That means it's dangerous to act carefully. I should bide my time. Carelessly, I should bide my time. So Luzerus smells a trap.
Yep.
He's a guy who uses traps. He's a smart guy. We're getting that done, so we know. And what he's saying is these letters are trying to instill fighting between him and Seridnik. And they're both mob leaders. I have no idea whether any of them are true, and I don't care to find out. You can keep the letters, says Luzerus. And then he thinks, let him think I don't trust the letter, and have them handle it. Gotta keep the balance. Okay. We're back, down. It worked. If you're tired, we could postpone the rest, says the analyst. Fugetsu says, I'm fine. I'll do whatever I can. What? The ghosts go, huh? And she dissipates the ghosts.
So weird.
No. Wait a minute.
Unless the ghosts disperse.
No. I think her willpower is so strong that she actually destroyed them. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. So Basho says, Prince Fugetsu, a moment. I'm Basho, Melody's colleague. She says, oh, nice to meet you. He says, I don't want to overstep, but you just seem really tired. We finally got Basho coming in. His freaking haiku ability. Let's go. All right. His haiku reads, pure light of winter, guttering flakes fluttering, grace the frozen path. The Nen activates by the inclusion of words of invocation, light for healing or purification. Seasonal words further raise effectiveness. Basho says, a good luck charm. Keep it on you. And she says, wow, thanks so much. This will ward off the evil spirits for a while. So, he says she's still in danger as long as she remains untreated. Melody, it's up to you. So Basho just put up a barrier to help Fugetsu.
Here we go.
What's this? The hell's this? We're on day 11. Okay. And then, yeah. In case Kacho says, in case Prince Luzurus wasn't the one behind this, we should do it as soon as possible, as soon as Getty's awake. Do the questioning while she's getting treated in the sickbay. Place guards in front of the room, and the alibi will be perfect. Melody says, right. Basho gave us some time, but we still haven't narrowed anybody down. And then Melody says, I'll use my ocarina, freaking Zelda. I'll use my ocarina for logistical reasons, but I still won't be able to do anything while I'm playing. The legal guy says, no problem. If the tunnel is about 10 meters long, I can carry him myself. The rumbling happened.
Oh.
Alkenberg. That rumbling happened right above us. Besides us, only Prince Alkenberg is here in Tier 2. That ability must belong to him. They're feeling it here, man.
Wow.
But Prince Alkenberg himself felt ill. Whether that was planned or unexpected is important. I'd like to know all the details and give him the letter right away when he awakens. I assigned someone I know to attend duty. And then Melody says, his letter contains all the information.
Go.
It's a that was their play. Hulkenberg's letter has all the intel.
Wow.
They want him to get the insight.
Okay.
Every other prince get. Okay. His letter contains all the information. Prince Benjamin's secret, Prince Cyrinic's depravity, and the truth about Prince Hulkenberg's birth. And more information that shakes up the succession itself. Prince Hulkenberg will surely make use of it. And one more hope, Karapika. As long as the succession continues, the princes can't escape the ship. Please come up with something so no more princes have to die. There's the chapter.
Wow.
This is a typical floor one dialogue bomb. This is very deep, very complicated, but basically the big things I got from this were we got more insight, first of all, into Cyrinic's progress.
Cyrinik. Breathe.
We got more insight into this whole, Fugetsu melody thing, the Akacho thing.
And then we got the bomb.
And we got the military grade weapon, Balsamico. This moved the plot along very well. There's a lot to digest here, but we really got major progression into several different princes.
A lot of text, though.
Yeah, so we got Prince 1. We got Prince 7, Luzurus. We got, the fourth a little bit. And the Tubepa, the fifth.
Yep.
And just some mentions on Hulkenberg and, of course, the group here with Kacho and Fugetsu. They're trying to figure out a way to stop the killing. So you can't leave the ship. Can you stop the murder? Can you stop the rules? I mean, that's going to require a lot of Nen, a lot of, politics. We don't know. That's ultimately the goal. Now, if your favorite part of the chapter, what would you think? If you had to say something.
I think the military, that is like,
he's off to go get Hulkenberg right now.
Yeah.
Which that puts up a lot of interesting questions.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. So I'm on the stream. All right, so we have the chat up. We will be here for chatting. If anyone wants to ask any questions, But in the meantime, yeah, this was a super dialogue heavy chapter. People said muted. We're not muted. I played it back. We were fine.
Yeah.
We're good.
I think that was a
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, yeah. Very weapon.
Yep. So Balsamico and the weapon, the very big deal. Hulkenberg is in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, if he doesn't get out of that kind of court system, then.
That's right.
Oh, Jay, thank you. Wait a minute. Is that meant?
Oh.
Did it happen already?
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I think also above the big. We can't underestimate this, right? Like, I'm sorry. Being able to make sure I get
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And literally gathering aura to pretty much like change his fate. I don't know. That's so
That's ridiculous.
like, you know.
Ceres guard is beyond sun. Oh. One of the children. That's
Oh, really?
Oh my god.
Okay.
No, this chapter served a very good purpose. It's very heavy. But it got us through. It added meat. This is a meat chapter, so it added a lot of meat to the plot.
There's a lot of chess pieces. I think.
Yep.
I love what Togashi's doing right now. Like, he's adding chess pieces. More like, hey, the plans of each of the teams and what strategies and how like the teams will try to like power play each other. So it's up to Karaka, like he stop like dying.
Yeah. Wait a second. Another translation says unconscious, so he might have used the ability on Balsamico. His arrow on Balsamico? Balsamico would be a humongous loss to Ben. A huge loss. And by the way, this is the part where it's like, Balsamico is going to take that chance after the shockwaves? Remember how, they were like, oh my God. So that was in response to the shockwaves, which means that Balsamico said, I'm going to do this on my own and go try to, assassinate this guy. But he had no idea about the arrow ability. They only know about the shockwaves. They don't know, really what he can do. So that arrow ability, you can't stop it. Once he fires that arrow, that's it. But the question is, he needs his followers to fire the arrow.
Right.
How? We'll see. I think, for me, I feel like Saridnik's progression was just the hypest thing of the chapter. But
I mean,
watching the situation, first of all, Lucerus is now much more of a player. We finally are getting his involvement. And the fact that he's no slouch, I knew he was intelligent this whole time.
Yeah.
But to actually see him plotting, scheming, and possibly being the one behind Ugetsu's status is very interesting. Jay, we've had a focus on Benjamin making mistakes without Balsamico. Yep. If you want to get to Benjamin, get rid of his guys.
No.
Okay. Yep. A calmer mind. If you get rid of his calmness, he just goes in martial law. Could be a big problem for Benjamin. That's correct. It's last chapter blew my mind. But the reason why this chapter is also great, but it's just a different type of great. It's a lot of progression of the plot, and knowing who's doing what. It reaffirms some things. It also puts our focus into the Karapika angle like, why did this Tubepa alliance happen? Rihan is there. Rihan is watching Tubepa's Nen Beast. That's a huge part of the plot. People are like, oh, it's just Rihan, whatever. No. if Tubepa's Nen Beast goes away, he's completely helpless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you think Benjamin's thinking is his thinking on his guardian beast? Oh, okay. What do you think about the truth of Halkenberg's birth? Did we read that? The truth of Halkenberg's birth?
In this chapter? No. I don't remember.
The truth, Jay? Like something set in stone? Not that he's Beyond's kid.
Remember.
Like remember the last chapter they said one of the princes could be Beyond's child.
Oh.
And guess what people were saying? Writing.
Oh, it's writing. Oh yeah, that
or but that means he's Netero's grandchild.
Oh, it's that Jay says the
second to last panel.
Let's go back.
We're going back, second to last panel. His letter contains all the information. Prince Benjamin's secret. Prince Saraitic's
there he is. About Prince Halkenberg's birth.
As a what if. Okay. Wait a minute. But how would they know that? If he's Beyond's kid, how would they know that? Wait. Oh my God. No.
Wow. Yeah, how would they know that?
Remember, this is like a day after the whole Karapika thing and the lawyer having it's saying one of the princes. They don't know that it's Halkenberg. Wait. What? How? Did I miss something? This lawyer knows that? Oh, shit. I think it's about his mother. Bro, this lawyer might know that fact. That might be the whole reason why he's here, because he might know about the births of. Oh no!
Wow.
Oh shit! That's pretty crazy. I mean, I think what would I like to see in the next couple chapters? I mean, look, if Rihan actually gets a predator going,
Yeah.
Here
we go. Here we go.
We got to see Halkenberg now, though.
Yeah.
Halkenberg is like, we got to see him now. He's like, what is going on?
Yeah. As Jay saying, Halkenberg failed.
And by the way, do you think that Ugetsu's curse is due to Luzerus? Do we agree? Do we all agree on that? That his Nen Beast caused a trap, and this is that Nen Beast? It looks like it can be warded off with Basho's, haiku thing. So it's not like you can't defend against it, but it's still terrifying. It's like you will die.
Yeah.
If you don't deal with it, you're gonna die. If you didn't know Nen, this Nen Beast would have been absurdly broken. All people would have thought is, oh, you're tired. Then you die.
Die.
It dreams.
Drop dead.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. But what if the trap attacks somebody? That's right.
Yeah.
That then attacks her. Yep.
That's it.
Yep. It could give one of his guardians like a pencil, and then that pencil will infect you. That would be crazy. I know for a fact there are going to be a group of people that do not like this chapter. It's one of those like hyper focused floor one chapters.
Yeah, and it's very heavy text.
It's super heavy text.
Very.
Lots of moving parts. You got to keep up with it.
But we need this because fireworks.
We got to get going. We got to resolve.
We also gotta have some grace for Takashi, right? Like just came back, right? Just released a new one last week. Let's He needs to build. This is what he likes to do. He likes to build up things, give us information before the big things. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's
Right.
not bad.
Right. I mean, literally within this next span of 10 chapters, Saraynik could have like Zetsu down to like 2 seconds. I mean, he's doing things that trained hunters can't dream to do. Yushui could be a possibility too. Benjamin's guard. Oh yeah, yeah, but someone within arm's reach who can go like shake Fugetsu's hand, something like that.
Yeah, something needs to.
It's
Maybe
like-
an exchange needs to
Yeah.
happen.
Do you
right?
want help with this? And then it's like yes, and then it's like yep. The curse goes off, which frankly is a pretty low requirement. Like here I'll put it. We know that curses right now are extremely important. They're being featured more prevalently in the story. And like look at Camilla's curse versus this one, which is not an end beast necessarily. The have not curse, you have unless you exercise it, you will die. There is no way that we know to stop it without pure exorcism. This one, Basho can put it at bay, and maybe you can use some other nen to slow it down. Like so, those are things where you've got to look at conditionality and like the effectiveness of these abilities.
Yeah.
So, I mean, overall, I'd probably give this one an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5.
I mean, me personally, I like chapter 2. Just
This
so
was-
I know
Yeah.
where things are heading.
Yeah.
With the power plays, what's gonna happen. I don't want to read something that some big happens that I just don't know how it was set up, how it was like the chess piece was actually.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I give it. I give it 8.
Fugetsu, the little stinger, get away with murder. Yeah, but that killed. Didn't that kill Saleh Saleh? Are you just saying that that's what he ended up as because no one could help him? Maybe.
Yeah, I think. I mean, again, this is what the first 4, right? Pretty much they all covered the 4. So yeah, and
Yeah.
again, not everyone's favorite players are on this floor, so it's like,
Yeah.
I can understand why people might not this particular, but
Yeah. But if you're invested in this current story, this is the type of
I
chapter
mean, the whole
you gotta
boat
get.
for me is, whew, I mean, it's crazy.
By the
It's
way,
crazy.
this happens before Hisoka. This happens before he gets a VIP card and goes up. He's not, by the way, I am telling you right now, Hisoka could kill one of the princes.
Oh, easily.
If Hisoka kills a prince, we're leaving.
Yeah.
We're going out of
Yeah.
here. We're going.
Yo.
We're going out.
Dude. Oh my gosh, that will be a banger. That will be a banger within these 10 chapters.
But it's funny. He's so like he's gone back in time to flesh out Karapika's angle of the story. So what led up to the shockwaves and his imprisonment, and so like what's interesting is I felt like we were further in the story at one point. Like I thought we were a month into this, which sounds like the shockwaves happened. Then we got I think there was a time skip, but we went down to the mafia, which is so like that is the part where. So again, I think the Char family and we got Luzerus. They're probably going to explore more of that connection because we got Morena and Saraynik and the Haley family. So I think we're seeing the pieces start to come together, which is very refreshing. Is another prince going to die? Again, I thought Tyson was like the goner, but if Karapika gets involved and we figure something out with these letters, maybe we stop the killing.
Jay, not sure. I mean, hopefully we do, but
I'm not convinced.
right. I don't think so, but
Oh yeah, so I know that theory. It's not completely impossible that it's Crollo. Um, would Crollo go to the top floor?
And then what?
I mean, he's going to steal the treasure for the princes? But I mean, look, it could be him, but then that means Hisoka is what downstairs kills Franklin.
Yeah,
Like maybe
you're right. Possible.
Crollo goes up, Hisoka goes down.
That would be.
It's possible, but I am not 100% convinced. People said it's a sure thing, and I'm like,
nah. I need some evidence.
Also, Benolonov said, quote, I'm not really good at creating complex transformation. Like he basically said, like, I'm kind of limited in what I can transform into or transform something into. It's Benolonov's ability.
Yeah.
So, like he wraps you in the mummy thing and you become someone else. That's pretty complex. Also, why would he change his fashion and look? That's not the look that they knew. Hisoka has a certain look that they know and recognize. That's a totally different look. There are things that just kind of, I don't know. The other thing is, could it be Illumi?
Mm.
Could it be Texture Surprise on Illumi? Are they really working together? These are all things that just could be of absolute plausibility. Yeah. We don't really know. We don't know.
I just don't know. I don't. For sure, I don't see this. I'll be shocked if they do. If they do, it'll be very little. But I think we're really.
Yeah. So it could be, something like that. But look, I'm excited for next week. We'll see what happens. Will we get I mean, I think we got to go to Halkenberg. We got to go to Halkenberg. That's where I want to. We got to get to Halkenberg. If it's not Halkenberg, what are we going to go back to Morena and the Haley stuff? I don't. My theory is we're going to have a lot of text-heavy chapters in floor 1, and you got to get your reading glasses on for this. You got to be ready to read.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up. A couple minutes. Anyone listen? Any questions while we're here? But I think we're going to start wrapping it up here. And if you one last thing, if you had a favorite thing you'd like to see, like in the next section of the story,
is the prince.
You want to see a prince's murder,
or you want to see Veronica gonna on his birth? How is he? Right.
Well, that's Melody's wish, but Melody's the one who's going to Saradnik potentially. Remember with the whole announcement and the come to my room and play the flute.
Yeah.
We will don't go to that. Don't accept that invite.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's Melody's.
That song may not be played.
Well, we could see one of the.
We might. We very much might. Who is beyond trying to meet? Exactly.
I don't know.
I mean, for goodness sakes, it could be this lawyer guy. Togashi could throw that in there. But he said it's a prince, right? Like, who is he trying to meet? Halkenberg's in the court system. Again, I'm a Camilla fan. I've been saying it. She knows curses. She studied the curses. Who would have taught her about the curses other than Beyond? Yeah. It's a similar idea. Like implant your own followers into the ceremony. It adds up. And if it's a ploy with the second queen to overtake the first queen, because there's a whole hierarchy problem. Remember, the first queen Unma with Benjamin, the second queen is the second place. Who better take out the first place than the second place? I mean, if Beyond had a child, made the second child, and then said, like, I'm going to take out the first child from within, I'm still not counting that out. The other question is it Mariam? A lot of people said Mariam, the little baby, the guy could be Beyond's kid.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, my gosh. If it is Camilla, though, you will see me get out of this chair.
Oh my gosh.
I've had stocks on her for what? 8 years now?
Oh yeah.
I've been waiting.
Let's make sure.
She's not going down without a big moment. I swear. She's gonna do something ridiculous.
The nation, make sure you remember that prediction. Sure.
All right, everyone. I think we're gonna call it a stream there. But this will be up. Leave further comments. And thanks for stopping by. We will see you next time.
The nation.